dirty. Alright, how y'all doing, people? Alright, so it's been a little while since my last video. Sorry about that. Things have been pretty busy for me. You may have seen I made a little bit of progress on the Miata. I fixed my windows. They both work. Both work perfectly now. And that's awesome. I'm hoping to make some progress today as well. I might have shown in one of my videos. My shifter boot's pretty old and it's cracking. If you can see that, it's a little sunny in here. And I'm hoping to head down to Goodwin Racing today, which is actually based in San Diego. A lot of people that know Miata parts and the market in general know they're a pretty good, pretty big supplier of parts and stuff for them. And so I'm hoping to head down there later. First I'm going to go to my old work though, which might have a bit of a surprise where it was... What I meant to say was, you might be surprised what's right next to my old work. So let's go ahead and head down there, and it's definitely sunny enough for these. It seems like San Diego finally remembered that it's San Diego. It's the FBI field office. Not really. I mean it is, but that's not where I used to work. Now, anyone who subscribes to TJ Hunt, this area should look pretty familiar. And this should look especially familiar. That is HG Motorsports. Yep, I used to work right over here. And I actually saw TJ Hunt's car by here more than a few times. There's always cool cars over here. You know, there's Evos and built Mercedes and Porsches, and I believe that's a 911 GT3. GT3 Cup, actually. You can see it right there, it's the blue with the wing. And right next door to them, actually, is Speed Society. Hey look, there's some cars there. You can't really see anything. But, it's actually really cool. Yeah. That's Speed Society right in there. And it was actually really cool. Every now and then I'd hear them running cars in the dyno. I actually heard TJ Hunt's car being dynoed several times, and I knew it was his because, not just because I'd seen it parked out front a couple times, but also Porsches don't sound like built Subarus, so you know, that was pretty obvious. It was actually, this is a far drive for me, and I was working for a family friend over here. My new job is a lot closer, but it was really, really cool to be able to hear and see cars going up and down the street, Ferraris and Porsches, sometimes Camaros even, just a lot of really cool stuff, and it's always fun coming back around here and seeing what's in the lot and all that. But yeah, gonna park and go inside in here for a little bit and see some of my old co-workers and such, and then we're gonna get on down to Goodwin. All right, let's get going. See ya, HG. I found a McLaren and a couple of Teslas. Pretty awesome. We're here at Goodwin, which is also right next to the famous shop Rocky's Miata Motive, and there are so many Miatas. Look at them all. It's just all Miatas all the time. This is the Miata channel here, people. This is actually kind of freaking me out. So we got a spot right up front, and there's some guys doing some shipping, receiving stuff right here, and it's kind of funny because they look at me like it's obvious that you're here for some parts because you're in a Miata, and it actually makes it awkward to get out of the car, but they're gone now. So I'm so happy I fixed my windows. I can actually open and close them now. It's awesome. All right, thank you very much, Goodwin. As it turned out, they don't carry NB leather shift boots, but they said to ask Rocky next door if he had any. He didn't, but he told me actually the NA shift boot fits the NB. You just have to punch the holes for the little bolts, because there's a retainer ring under here and it bolts in around there, versus the NA, I think it just pinches in there. But it should be pretty much the same part. Worst case scenario, I can probably still make it work. And this is the inner rubber shift boot that goes between the transmission tunnel and the console underneath there, and it seals out from the underneath of the car into the cabin. So yeah, I don't think I'll have time to put them on today, but I'm gonna head home, and then I've got some news for this car for y'all. Some of you might be excited, some of you might be disappointed in me, but it's big news either way.
Could be. I'll drown us in the purple drapes that you were clothed in. We could live like royalty. I'll sing to you like a radio that's held beneath your window. Don't look so sad, your crying eyes won't dry. You've gotta drive with both hands.
Alright, we're back home. It was a longer day than I meant to spend on errands and such, but it's alright. We got some stuff, we got some new parts for the Miata, and now I guess I should let you guys know why I'm getting parts. I think I'm gonna sell the Miata. And I know even when I got the Miata, I mentioned that a lot of people had, you know, talked about how the fact that I don't tend to keep cars for very long, and I meant to keep this car longer. I had my old Miata and I didn't really get to experience that one the way that I wish I could. And when I got this one, it's in such good shape and everything works, and it's been a lot of fun, but I think I kind of got it out of my system. And I wanted to get a car that was newer than the Mustang when I sold that one, and I ended up getting this car, which is 2 years older. But I've been working at a new job and I've been making a little bit more money, and I think I might have enough for an even newer car. And I'm looking at getting a 350Z. And I couldn't afford one before, but I think I might be able to afford a pretty good one now. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of still taking the rest of this month to really make a final decision, and see where things go with this car, and where financial situation looks like around that time. Hey, it's tax season. I might get a good refund from that, and who knows? There might be another Z in my future. I'll see you in the next one, guys.